Hello and welcome to IndianExpress.com. Today BJP found itself in the midst of a storm in Parliament over a remark made by one of its UP's leaders against Mayawati. There was a unanimity among the political classes against the BJP, and I have with me my colleague Shubhajit Roy to take me through the House, what happened in the House. So what exactly happened?
Yeah, Amrit, essentially just after around 2:30, one of the TMC MPs, Trinamool Congress MPs, he shared the news of this statement made by this UP leader from BJP to a colleague in the BSP MP, and he then in turn shared it with Mayawati, who then she and her trusted Lieutenant Satish Chandra Mishra, they both then spoke to the Congress leaders, Ghulam Nabi Azad, Anand Sharma, Amit Patel, Jairam Ramesh, all of them were there in the House. This was when the House was not in session, between the two adjournments. So they all discussed the issue, they went in a huddle, and after the House resumed at 3 p.m., Ghulam Nabi Azad raised the issue, he condemned it, and following that Arun Jaitley, the finance minister, and he is also the leader of the House, he expressed a personal apology, personal regret, as well as on behalf of the party, and said, and Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, the parliamentary affairs minister, he sort of also said that if they condemn the statement and they would also take some action against the leader. They couldn't spell out the action at that point of time, but as it turned out later, that this UP Vice President, he has been sacked from his position. Mayawati also sort of spoke in Rajya Sabha as she was present there, and she essentially said that she's given her whole life, hasn't got a family, hasn't married, and despite that she's being criticized, and such derogatory remarks essentially speak about the mindset of this particular leader who's expressed this opinion, and lot of other members cutting across political party lines, from Kanimodi to Renuka Chowdhury. Everybody condemned these statements against Mayawati. They said that you may have political differences in our views, in ideologies, but such kind of statement is not acceptable. So essentially that is what happened. But how do you think it will affect the electoral outcome in UP, because UP is going to go for elections early next year? How do you see this playing out?
I think the promptness with which the BJP took action against Dayashankar Singh indicates the importance it gives to Mayawati's remarks.
Right.
I mean, besides the extremely patriarchal nature of those remarks,
right.
There is also a question of that Mayawati also found that it's something which she needs to, which came handy essentially to attack the BJP
Absolutely.
leadership in UP.
At the right time.
Yes, BJP leadership, because she has been under a cloud. BJP has been taking away some of the leaders.
True.
And there was this allegation about the sale of seats in the party, etc.
Right.
And this was a apt opportunity for her to
hit back.
Yeah, hit back and raise above all those things. If you look at UP's caste composition, it's got about 20% Dalits, who are very well politically very organized. Yes, and the other important thing is that it's a very fragmented electoral scene in UP. So anybody who's likely to get about 30 to 35% vote is likely to win the election.
Right.
So if you have a very solid consolidated Dalit vote there, which she generally has, she will become unbeatable.
Right. So
second thing is that if you look at the recent events, the BJP is already on the back foot on the Dalit issue.
Right.
You had the Rohit Vemula issue,
Right.
the Hyderabad University issue, which was being played out, and just now the Gujarat thing has unfolded,
Right.
where again nobody has claimed ownership of those people who did the beating up of 7 Dalit men.
Right.
But it's very clear that the certain climate which the Sangh Parivar had created about the cow issue, around the cow issue, that led to this vigilante groups, taking the law into their hands.
Right, right.
So BJP will be forced to share somehow, take some of the responsibility for it.
Right.
So in that sense, I mean, they wouldn't want this issue to add to all the already existing, criticism that BJP is anti-Dalit.
Right, right. So now that the session has just started and we are just on the third day of the session, how do you think this will impact the session and what does this lead up to?
I think the UP issue may be over, but it has also seen a certain kind of political parties reaching an understanding across, as you said, across political
TMC,
lines.
DMK, Congress.
So there is a certain kind of an anti-BJP coalition emerging in the House at least.
Right.
So tomorrow when the Gujarat issue comes up, it will be very interesting to watch. I mean, all these parties, if you remember, I mean, it's like, in the till about 1990s, Congress used to be the one pole around which everybody would
rally,
come together. So BJP is in a similar position. So any kind of slip up on the part of the BJP leaders at the center or in any of the states where they're in contention for office, there is a possibility that opposition leaders will come together across political outlines. I think that's the way the politics is moving.
So there you have it, with BJP in the back foot. We'll have to see how this plays out in the next few days in the parliament and as well as outside the parliament. Remember, BSP leader Satish Chandra Mishra said that they will not just fight this remark through legal recourse, through legal means, but also politically. So it remains to be seen how this pans out in the next few days. Thank you for watching and keep watching the videos and stories on IndianExpress.com.
Thank you.